Hey, Caller here. So some of you guys have asked for another Pimpest Play video, and others have asked for a 2v2 video, and I bring you both in one package. This is a 2v2 game in the Sky Proleague in 06 that also contains a Pimpest Play. So, and we have one of the greats playing here, the Zerg player Yellow, who is of course a true champion from the past and in the present still. And in any case, it's going to be a little difficult, but okay. So at 11 o'clock we have in blue Dongrae playing for Lecaf, and we have in purple here at 5 o'clock Shinhwa playing for Lecaf also. So 11 and 5 are on one team, and KTF, the other team, are 1 and 7. And we have in brown here Goodfriend playing Terran, and we have at 1 o'clock Yellow playing in orange. Zerg players. So it's a Terran and Zerg mirror match. This is a very common setup. It's usually one of the strongest setups. I think it's probably the strongest setup in 2v2 pro gaming, Terran versus Zerg. And Terran versus Zerg really is about, and here's Yellow, Terran versus Zerg is really about Mutalisks and mech. I'd say that the Terrans almost always go for Goliaths, and that the Zerg almost always go straight to Mutalisks as fast as possible. Zerglings really, you just want to match what your opponent has, and if you sacrifice too many minerals on Zerglings and too much larvae on Zerglings at the beginning, you won't have enough Mutalisks in time or quick enough. In any case, Terran usually gets most resources and does most of the fighting in this matchup, but Zerg is very important. And here we see Dongrae scouting Yellow, and Yellow seems like he's going for an Overlord before his spawning pool, so he's not going for a 9 pool there, and he's going to be scouting Shinhwa, the purple Zerg. Yeah, so usually the Zerg really wants to get Mutalisks and Scourge as soon as possible, because dropship play is also very common from the Terran player, and the Terran will be doing Goliath drops and tank drops in the mid-game. And here we see two drones actually chasing out the scouting SCV, and we see actually a 12 hatchery build here from Yellow. Yellow's building a hatchery in his spawn. I'm not sure what he's seen in Shinhwa's base that made him feel like that's safe. Usually you want to go for a 9 pool or a 12 pool, unless you see your opponent going for a 12 pool, in which case it's safe for you to go 12 hatch. So it's really just back and forth game here, and it looks like Brown, Goodfriend's actually, it seems like he's going for a 2-Rax build. I'm not sure. So he might be differing from the sort of standard mechanized build here, and we actually see. Yeah, we see gas going up for Dongrae, and looks like, yeah, spawning pool and gas going up for Shinhwa here, and looks like he went for a 12 pool with the second hatchery, it seems. Yeah, and spawning pool also going up for Yellow, so maybe they did the same build. Actually, I'm sorry, this is quite difficult to follow. It just is a factory build. I thought it was a 2-Rax build, but Goodfriend is getting his factory up, and it seems that Dongrae is also getting his factory up, so the Terrans are mirroring each other, and so are the Zerg. It looks like, yeah, it looks like Yellow's going to have just enough gas to get his lair upgrade going, and let's see if Shinhwa's going to get it. Yep, Shinhwa's got lair going, so far perfect mirror builds. I'm not sure exactly where Shinhwa put his second hatchery. I think it might be also in the choke point. The map is Vampire, by the way, 4-player map, obviously, and it's quite difficult to hold your natural expansion on this map, so generally, because it's a very wide field. So yeah, looks like Zergling's out, and Creep Colony actually up for Yellow. Yellow's going to play a little defensively, and he's also bringing a couple Zerglings out. Shinhwa's going to have more Zerglings, though, because he opted to not build a Sunken Colony. And looks like a Marine out for, out for Dongrae. He's going to try to shoot this Scouting Overlord, I think, from Yellow. And Yellow needs to run his Overlord somewhere safe, or else he's going to lose it, and that will be huge. Yeah, so in these 2v2 maps, one drone or two drones can decide a game. Really, just the difference of a couple minerals is enough of an edge for the other team to win. It's even more magnified than in 1v1. And 2 factories going up for Dongrae, and we'll see if Goodfriend. Yeah, Goodfriend's actually getting his armory, and he's getting 2 factories, and he has a vulture actually. So maybe think of doing some harassment on the on Shinhwa, the Zerg player. He's also shooting away that Overlord. Looks like a bunch of Zerglings are going to go up to Yellow's base. We're going to see if they do any damage here. Yellow getting a Spire up, and so is Shinhwa. So both so far mirrored each other perfectly. Oh yeah, there is a second gas in your main, and Yellow actually has been mining from both gas, something I didn't take note of because this is freaking confusing. in any case, Armory's a little slower from Dongrae than for Goodfriend. So Goodfriend is going to have Goliaths out a little faster. But I don't know if that'll make enough of a difference. It looks like a bunch of Zerglings are going to attack at Yellow's base here. And Yellow actually doesn't have his Zerglings in position. Yellow's Zerglings are away. And Yellow has planted an egg right at the choke point. And this is the Pimpest play, guys, in case you were wondering. The egg block here. Just one little move just prevented 8 Zerglings from going all the way into Yellow's base. And Yellow has just been able to... He's now taking an economic edge because he's gotten his second gas up first. And looks like this drone now is going to block these Zerglings from getting in. These Zerglings would have caused great devastation in Yellow's base, and only 3 Zerglings getting in instead of perhaps 6 or 7. 6 or 7 would have done a lot more damage. We'll see if they take down any drones here. Looks like they're trying to take down one of the gas drones. They're going to fail, though, because 3 Zerglings from Yellow coming in here. So Yellow's egg block, quite important. They take down 1 drone, but that's not going to be enough damage here. Yellow has been mining from 2 gas longer than Shinhwa has, and looks like Goodfriend's going in for a harass here, but he's going to lose his Vulture. So we'll see if that makes a big difference here. Goliath's going out for Dongrae, and we'll see if he's going to attack Goodfriend. Goodfriend also has Goliaths. He's getting his 3rd factory up. 3 factories are already up for Dongrae. And first Mulisks are out for Yellow. Yeah, the egg block was just, according to the Pimpest Play website, it was just something that Yellow had discovered was possible in this map. And he just did it at the spur of the moment, seeing those Zerglings about to rush in his base and run past the Sun Colony. And it was actually quite critical to the outcome of the game, I feel. Now Mulisk's out for Yellow, and I think Yellow's going to have more Mulisks because he built fewer Zerglings at the beginning, like I said, and he, just didn't have to use the minerals. And it looks like only about 3 Mulisks out for Shinhwa, and that's not going to be enough to match the 7 or 8 Mulisks for Yellow. And it looks like Goodfriend's actually moving out with more Goliaths than Dongrae has, and Dongrae looks like the later Armory is going to play a difference here because he's not going to have the same number of Goliaths. And looks like a combined force here. Yellow moving in also, and they're going to move in on the Terran Dongrae's base, and Dongrae is forced to retreat. Looks like Shinhwa's bringing his Mulisks up, but there's fewer Mulisks and fewer Goliaths. So I feel that that KTF has a significant lead here, and now some Scourge there ready to intercept. And this is a difference that more gas makes. He's able to make more Spire units than Shinhwa has, and these Mulisks are really are quite useful for getting the Goliaths to fire on them, so that the other Goliaths can do some ground damage. And it looks like some Mulisks going in for Shinhwa, but Yellow's Mule is still in the air, and looks like Goliaths are also... Yeah, it looks like all the Goliaths are down for Dongrae, and looks like Lecaf's going to lose this match. Yellow's egg block proving critical, and now the SCVs are in attack. SCVs are forced to run. There's almost no SCVs mining right now, and Yellow and Goodfriend just have control over the Lecaf base here. And yeah, there's nothing that they can really do here. Looks like Shinhwa is going to try to pick off some drones in Yellow's base, but this is unsuccessful. Shinhwa not getting his gas first, going for slightly more Zerglings, and Yellow just doing an excellent little block there, just a micro trick that saved his base and really won at KTF this match. So I'm pretty sure they're going to GG fairly soon. This is how close it is in 2v2. If you guys enjoy watching it, I love watching 2v2. I love playing 2v2. That's what I hardly ever play 1v1 when I actually play, but it is quite frantic, and trying to commentate on it is quite difficult. So I hope you guys forgive any mistakes I've made so far. This is my first time doing a 2v2. It looks like Mulisks from Yellow going into attack on Shinhwa's base. Shinhwa is not going to have enough Mulisks left, and Zerg versus Zerg, you really, if you don't have enough Mulisks, you're not going to have spore colonies because you're just not. There's no expense. Yeah, and now Lecaf GG's. KTF wins, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I was saying, you can't really afford defensive buildings in Zerg versus Zerg, and in this case, it was basically over once the Zerglings were lost from Shinhwa, and once Yellow had just built more Mulisks. I think the game was pretty much over for Lecaf. So hope you guys enjoy this Pimpest Play video. I might do one more, and then I'm going to move on to some classic series. Please leave some messages if you like this, and also about what I can do better. So this is Cholera signing off, and please visit sc2gg.com when you have a chance. And we see here Goodfriend and Yellow getting high fives from the KTF team. I really like Yellow's play. I think he's just one of the best Zerg players out there. Even though right now he isn't as proficient as he was maybe 6 or 7 years ago, he, like Boxer, have just been able to last the test of time, and in this game still showing his ability to innovate against much younger players. And Lecaf just looking a little sad there, but Lecaf ends up doing well anyway. They have some of the best players in Pro League right now. So in any case, alright, I'm signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks.